Top 10 dry food items for preppers. Fueling your body during an emergency is very different from your everyday diet. Think of how an emergency fund functions differently than a savings account. Because you'll probably expend more energy than you normally would during your emergency plan, you should eat high-energy, high-protein foods. So in this video, we will discuss about the top 10 dry food items for preppers. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 10. Whole grains. Whole grains in general have excellent shelf lives, much longer than milled flours. If you store unprocessed wheat, such as red hard wheat, it will last longer, but you need to be able to process it. Places like Emergency Essentials sell grains and grain mills, electric-powered and hand-powered. If you keep a sourdough culture, you can use it to make many baked goods, not just bread, such as sourdough crackers. Again, using sourdough culturing makes the nutrients in the grain more available. Grains can also be sprouted and used to make a simple Essene bread, which is a very filling and nutritious bread. Number 9. Salt. Salt is a priority in your food storage because it is something that you cannot produce on your own property. That also makes it a great barter item if you find yourself with more than you need. Salt is critical for food preservation and for staying healthy. Store pure forms of salt such as pickling salt, sea salt, or my personal favorite, pink Himalayan salt. Salt has an indefinite shelf life, but some of the additives in salt do not. Salt is important to human health. We can't live without some salt. According to Harvard Medical School, sodium helps to maintain a proper fluid balance, transmit nerve impulses, and helps our muscles to function. Too little sodium will cause the body to retain fluid in an effort to conserve sodium. Sodium deficiencies may result in fatigue, dizziness, confusion, seizures, headaches, irritability, weakness, and vomiting, just to name a few of the unpleasant effects. We all need a little bit of salt to be healthy. Number 8. Dried beans and rice. Dried legumes and beans have a great shelf. They can be stored in just the plastic bags from the store, 10 to even 30 years if sealed in airtight containers with oxygen removed. Dried beans and rice keep more than half the planet alive. Consider stockpiling some. Buy a 25 or 50 pound bag and break it into smaller 1 pound to 5 pound mylar bags with oxygen and moisture absorbers. That way, you open a smaller bag of what you will use in the short term. Don't forget to label and date everything. Dried beans and white rice have the longest shelf life. Brown rice and wild rice have a much shorter shelf life. Utah State University Cooperative Extension states, dry beans average about 22% protein in the seed, the highest protein content of any seed crop. They contain all the essential amino acids except methionine. Methionine can be obtained from corn, rice, or meat. Beans are an excellent source of fiber, starch, minerals, and some vitamins. Number 7. White rice. Rice is high in calories, having about 205 calories in only 1 cup of cooked rice. It is fortified with a variety of vitamins and minerals. White rice is simple to prepare by boiling and simmering. That makes it another ideal candidate for survival food storage. White rice is an important grain to store because very few people have any allergies to white rice. Many of the other grains may not be able to be consumed by some people. Rice is pretty safe. Although brown rice is healthier than white rice, brown rice is not good as a survival supply because it will go rancid very quickly. Number 6. Potato flakes. Potato flakes are the fast food of a survival food supply. Add boiling water, and within a few minutes, dinner is literally served. Potato flakes can also be used to thicken soups and gravies, and can be added to bread to create a lighter, fluffier texture. 1 serving of potato flakes is 212 calories. Potato flakes contain a surprising amount of vitamin C, thiamine, niacin, vitamin B6, pantothenic acid, magnesium, potassium, selenium, phosphorus, and even a little calcium, copper, manganese, zinc, and iron. Potato flakes are ideal for 25 to 30-year storage. Other forms of mashed potatoes that have oil or butter added will go rancid more quickly. Your long-term survival stash of potatoes should not contain oils. You can also choose to store dehydrated potato dices or slices for long-term storage, but hash browns typically have oils that go rancid. Number 5. White sugar. White sugar has no health benefits, so it may come as a surprise that it is in our top 10 list. It is a source of calories, but it made our list because it is a good preservative. During an extended grid down or end of the world scenario, our survival may depend on our ability to grow and preserve our own food. White sugar is an important ingredient in home bottled fruits. There is also something to be said about comfort foods. Jams, jellies, candies, cookies, cakes, and other high sugar foods can make a tough day just a little bit better. The recommended amount of white sugar for a survival food supply is 70 pounds per person. That may seem like a lot until you start bottling. Homemade jams and jellies require significant amounts of sugar. They would be a great addition to your survival diet. Sugar would also be a highly valuable barter item. Number 4. Couscous. Probably one of the best prepping foods in existence is couscous. The pre-cooked grain only needs to be poured over with boiled water, and after some waiting time, it's ready for consumption. It's a great source of starch containing fiber, iron, calcium, and B vitamins. Starchy foods are the main source of a range of nutrients in our diet. One of your biggest concerns is getting enough starches for carbohydrate energy during an SHTF scenario. Many preppers agree that crisp bread and crackers are another great option for this purpose. Keep them in the freezer until needed. Number 3. Freeze-dried fruit. Freeze-dried foods have a much higher shelf life than fresh fruit, making them an amazingly healthy survival food. They're also so delicious. Raisins, strawberries, pineapple, apricots, and coconut are just a few of the available freeze-dried fruits on the market. Campers and backpackers have enjoyed these fruity morsels for years due to the high amount of nutrients they provide. The best part of some freeze-dried fruits and vegetables are how long they last. Some have a 2 or 3 year shelf life, but our freeze-dried fruits all last up to 25 years. This gives you the best bang for your buck and can guarantee you have healthy emergency food ready to eat for years. Number 2. Canned and freeze-dried protein. We've all had canned tuna fish, sardines, or salmon, but freeze-dried meats are giving canned proteins a run for their money and are considered one of the best healthy survival foods you can add to your supply. Powdered eggs are a long-standing example. Within the past few years, the process to freeze dry proteins has come a very long way. It used to be that this stuff tasted like dog food and would practically make you throw up. Today's freeze-dried protein is packed with all of the flavors of normal protein due to revolutionary advances in the freeze-drying process. Protein is required for maximum energy levels and strength, so canned proteins are a great addition to any healthy emergency food kit. Although they really can be enjoyed at any time, emergency or not, try spicing up your weekday dinner with some protein-packed freeze-dried meat. Number 1. Dehydrated and freeze-dried vegetables. As compared to freeze-dried food, you get almost 3 times as much dehydrated food in a can. Dehydrated food tends to shrink up dramatically during the dyeing process. Freeze-dried foods maintain much of their original size. Take that into consideration when planning your storage amounts. Dehydrated onion flakes are an essential part of my everyday cooking, as well as in a survival food supply. Onions have some great health benefits: vitamin C, vitamin B6, potassium, manganese. But more importantly, they can turn bland beans into a delicious feast. Carrots are a fantastic source of vitamin A, which is missing from most other survival staples. Tossing dried carrots into a soup not only enhances the flavors, but supplies critical nutrients. Plan 2 or 3 10 cans of dehydrated carrots per person annually. That was all about the top 10 dry food items for preppers. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video.